All right, let me try it now. Okay, so the connection is better. And Nova, just, clear your camera. It's super weird seeing yourself and talking to yourself. Hopefully this comes out better. Let's see. All right. Hi, everyone. I feel like I have not talked to you guys in such a long time. After the convention last week, I did a small haul video, but I have been recovering. Let me tell you, if you know me in person, you know I do conventions and expos and bazaars and whatnot. After the 3 days of, like, let's say Baltimore Comic Con or Awesome Con or whatever these cons, it takes me like 1 week to recover. And what is interesting is speaking to other people that went to this convention, they're recovering too, like trying to get back to the swing of things. And I had so much fun that I just had a lot of fun that I'm trying to bounce back and recover. But I wanted to show you, do like a small mail opening of two things. I got two packages that I'm really excited about. And then I also just wanted to give you like an update on the channel, what's going to be coming up this week and what I'm filming. So, first things first, like I have my box. I haven't opened it yet. My Advent calendar from Stitch Supply Company. Last year I did an Advent opening. If you remember, if you've been a part of this channel, if not, I think there's a playlist with me and my family opening up an Advent each day, which I'm trying to continue this year. And last year I had the really awesome box of Sally tomatoes. This year I seen Jess Oka Roots last year and how like the items were personalized. So what I did is I reached out and tried to get a gauge of how much it cost for this box. And starting in the month of December, I started saving, I think until June or July when they had the opening, and I had enough money to do it. I have to always save things and break down things because 3 kids, braces, instruments, sports activities, you name it, we pay for it. So I saved for it. There are some other companies I see that has them. Now I've only got Sally tomatoes. See if they have it. It's really bag orientated, so I love them. And if I could get one right now, I totally would get another one. I will put their information in in the description of this when this is done. And if you use my code that's so Nova, I think you can get 10% off. I know Fireweed Stitch has one. I'm not too sure how much it costs. I want to say $175. I know Zarel is coming out with one, or they're doing pre-orders for one. I'm not too sure the amount too. I've just been trying to pick. And then you can go on Amazon and look up Sewing Abbott, and I think Dritz does one for like $30 or $40 each year, and like they're really cute little notions. So there's something for everyone's price range. There's another company that has like the 12 days of Christmas. And I'm trying to think. I've seen it in my email. I'll go back through my emails and see where it is, and I'll put that information because there's not enough. There's advent calendars for everything: sports, candy, alcohol. I really want to get one of those. It's like different shots of Bailey's. But apparently the US doesn't have it. It's like all European thing. There's even a beef jerky one, which was extremely interesting to read the comments because like people were really excited about those. So there's pretty much for every genre, but like the sewing world is though as we seem like we're a huge community on Facebook, we're really tiny in the grand spectrum of things. Like there's sewing's a lost art. It kind of picked up a little bit more during the pandemic, and then like sales for sewing machines, everything kind of slowed down tremendously where we became free and we weren't, locked down anymore. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to open up this I just got it in the mail today, and I'm super excited. I wanted to open up and just like see the front of it, because December 1st is coming around faster than we think. So like the box is massive. So I'm gonna try to open this up gently. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not a patient person. I'm okay with that. Um, so this is gonna be a extremely tempting. I tempted my thing with salad tomatoes. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing it every day, I was like, I want to open you so bad. Oh, they packed it really well. It has like a lot of styrofoam bubbles. It has some weight. I thought, okay, hold on. Let me get out. Oh, I'm so happy they put a plastic bag over it, and I will reuse it when I repack someone's gift. Look, it says That's So Nova on the bear. I'm not, I want to, hold on, let me see if I could just not disturb the bear. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me. This is why I wanted to do this on my bigger camera. Look at how pretty this is. There goes the bear. I have to go get it. So each day there's like a little gift. And oh, this is the prettiest advent calendar I've ever seen. If you, I buy like a lot of my, I've been recently buying some of my, woven fabrics from them. And if you buy more than $50 worth of fabrics, they're back. You get this really awesome, like one of these really awesome project bags. If you're going to be getting Tula Pink, Ruby Star, whatever, I would definitely give them a shot, because I don't know about you, but whenever I go into a clothing store, I spend over $50. So getting a free stitch bag, like project bag, you got me for life. This is so cute though. It's a little bear that says That's So Nova. I seen Jess, she opened hers up, and I wanted just to try something different. They had the opening, I want to say July for personal, and it was open all the way until I think September 1st or October 1st for personal, and after that they just have the regular calendar that's not personal. So that's, if you're looking to get an app, my cherry blossom keeps touching me. If you're looking for an advent calendar that is sewing geared, I will put the information for Stitch. It's not affiliate. I saved every month for this. I had a very specific savings account that I would stifle in little amounts to get it in. They have one. Sally Tomatoes has one. Zorel has one. I know Fire Wheat Stitch has one, and there's two companies, one in the UK that had one. I gotta get their name of them. And there was like also 12 Days of Christmas. So there are a lot of businesses out here now that are trying to make them. And Dritz has a really affordable one that you can get on Amazon for like $30 or $40. And okay, all right. And then the second one was hi Teresa. The second one I wanted to show is I went to Sew Magical, because when I went to Sew Magical Expo, everybody was hyping, you know, really excited the week before like that Thursday, Friday, that Monday through Thursday before the events actually started happening. Sew Yours had rose gold clips with like a little duck on it. So when I went there, the first person I seen walking in was Jillian, and she gave me a hug. And if you don't know, Jillian is totally, utterly my bag guru. I want to make bags like Jillian. Her bags are phenomenal, and she like masters fabric and colors. It's just really awesome. Then I was like, okay, I gotta see Monica. Then I seen Erica from Lavender and Twine, and Alexis from Aura Rosa, and I totally freaked out. We all took pictures. it was just an amazing thing. And I was like, I got a beeline to Monica. So I found Monica's booth. I said hi. She was by herself. I said hi. We gave her a hug. And then, like, she was selling and I was trying to help and whatever. So the next person I wanted to see was Sew Yours, because I knew that Lauren was going to be there on Saturday and it was Friday. So I was like, I want these rose gold clips that I seen, because I've never seen them before. And as I'm slowly ripping up the box, the bag, and she wasn't there. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think she just had a child, a born baby, so she wasn't there. So immediately when I got home, after I made sure I went through my budget and I didn't overspend, I was like, I'm buying the rose gold clips from her. And look at these. So she has them on her site, and I was like, she ships really fast. I'm like, really, really fast. And I wanted to share them because I use my Wonder Clips for everything, but like when I'm doing lining, I use either Lauren's rainbow ones or whatnot. So I was like, my skin's kind of pink, so I mean, this is effortlessly blending in with my skin. And my wedding ring, my wedding band is rose gold. So now you know, I love iridescent and I love rose gold. So I was like, I gotta get these clips because they're rose gold. And then while I was getting those clips, I reached out to her and was like, hey, I'm gonna buy an itty bitty bowler kit. Hi, Diane. I was like, I'm gonna get the hardware kit. And do you mind if I do a tutorial? So there will be a tutorial for the itty bitty bowler bag happening really soon. I like getting hardware clips so I don't have the anxiety of trying to figure out everything at once, and I could just keep it with my project bag. Little things like this help this mind like not go overboard. So yeah, the rose gold clips are from Sew Yours. She packaged it really nice. It came really fast. And look, I got a baby. It wasn't meant for you to see, I guess. It was a baby ducky. And so what's going to be happening on the channel is there's going to be a couple tutorials going to be thrown at you. I'm trying to do like tutorials all this week because I know the next week is Thanksgiving and my husband has off, and we're just going to be like, my kids have half days. I'm going to be submersed in baking and cooking. So I will be going live. I don't know if you know that I'm a baker. If you go onto my Instagram, Shanova Akala, on Instagram, I'll put all the information in the bio. I bake. I love to cook and I love to bake. So I'm already putting together the menu for Thanksgiving. I have my husband running errands to go get some stuff this week, so that way he's not going crazy next week. So I'm going to be hitting out. I'm going to be making the Betty Bowler. Hi, good morning. I'm going to be making the Betty Bowler, not the Betty Bowler, I'm sorry, the Maisie bag today. I'm going to do a tutorial today, and the only modification, there's two modifications. The main one is I'm going to show you how you can make it where it's a birthing method versus the dropping method. And once you start making face plates, or like you just don't want to go any other way. So those are the two modifications I'm going to be doing. That should hopefully be released to you guys, to the public, on Monday or Tuesday. For my Patreon, if I can get it done tonight, it should be released to you guys tomorrow, so you can have it a little bit earlier. Hi, I live in Maryland. I was born and raised in California though. So I went to school in the OC, the whole 9 yards. My mom's still out there. My sister is too. So we're going to have the Maisie. There's going to be a new bag from Ora Rosa. If you guys followed her on her Facebook group, then she was literally wearing it the whole time during Sew Magical Expo, and it's amazing. It's a cute, perfect for the holidays, just like a nice little bag to wear. So I'm going to be doing that. Sonar gave me the permission to make the tall wallet, which I have because I've been getting tons of questions from Michigan. So this I'm going to show you how to make this. I'm going to be making a slew full of these because these are about to be my things that I'm going to be selling at my next craft show, which is on the 20th. So you see Random Lives, like, come and sew with me. We're making the card. This has 10 card slots. There's no interfacing. I mean, you can add it. I'm going to experiment with one today, hopefully. And let's talk about the edge paint, because I'm calling it edge paint gate. I posted this in a couple of groups and people are really excited about this. This edge paint came in my So Magical VIP and it's metallic purple. And so my plan is I want to film how to make this and then kind of break down how I edge paint. So you're going to see kind of like, not a time lapse because I'm not that sophisticated with editing. That's called spade to spade. But I'll stop and start it where I will show, like, I put my first layer of dense paint, or my mom is in Long Beach. I put my first layer of base paint on and then I let it cure, or I walk away from anywhere for 30 minutes to an hour, and then I sand it down and I put other layers. So I'm going to show you how to do this when I make this video. And I have one small modification. So in the Tall Wallet, Nicole has it where this, oh, you do. Trust me, I think you do. I have no patience. None. I don't like repetitive sounds. I have no patience. Like, this advent calendar is going to drive me crazy until I'm finished with it because I want to open up everything. My family hides gifts for me because I have no patience, and I'm really good at unwrapping something and then wrapping it back up without you knowing. No patience. You see it, you'll see Shinova's name like this. So in Nicole's tutorial and in her pattern, you do this zipper pocket and it's raw, and you're basically stitching on the zipper pocket and you leave the inside exposed because you're using cork. Well, I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I'm going to show you how you can add your pop of lining in your zipper pocket and how you can put like a decorative magnet. And I think these are really cute. I'm hoping these are a really good seller in my shop and on when I do my craft show. I feel like they are. I love the feel of cork, and you already know if I can make everything all cork, I would. So yes. Hi. So the edge paint is from Mojo Sews. She released 12 additional ones yesterday. But they sold out really quickly. I know she's going to have I read in her group, I'm not a strike person. I just got this paint from my VIP bag. I read in her group that I think she's going to have a pre-order on the 18th. I'm going for the glow in the dark. Because if you know me, you know I love backstitch, and they always have something glow in the dark. They usually have blue or green or or pink. I want the glow in the dark one, so that way I could do some really cool like hand painting and whatever with it, with the glow in the dark or backstitch. I'm really excited. I love this paint color, and I'm going to tell you something. I have a couple different kind of edge coats, and my favorite one is the Gardini one because of how the texture is. Okay, so the best thing I can explain this to you is that different edge coat is like nail polish. If you paint your nails at all, then you're aware of Wet n Wild, Essie, all these different name brands. You can get a really cheap nail polish and it looks just high end as the more expensive one. But sometimes, with like the cheaper ones like Wet n Wild, even though it comes in a variety more colors, your nail polish can chip because of the formula. This formula I have never had. I can't compare it to anything else. It goes on super smooth and dries faster than the Gardini and the Edge Flex. I was super surprised. This is only 2 layers of the color after I put the base coat in. Normally I have to put 3 or 4 layers to get something this opaque. Again, not on our strike team. Not getting paid for this. I just want to give you the real because I don't think people talk about that. Edge coat paint is like nail polish. Okay? Think of it like that and you'll be fine. You know how if you wait in between coats, like you put your first coat on, if you wait 10 to 15 minutes and then put another coat on, you notice, hey, my nails didn't chip for 2 or 3 days. It's because you're letting them dry. It's the same process as you do with edge coating. So they have that. Where you can get this magnetic snap is Thumbs and Thimbles. Her retail is still open and you can get this. I got this cork from Sarah Lawson, So Sweetness. She has a boatload of she has like, I want to say 3 or 4 pages on her website just of cork, and they're in a variety of different colors, different prints. They're affordable. They come in like 2 different sizes, as well as you can get hardware and whatever else from her at that time, and she ships incredibly fast. And I don't know how she does her shipping, because I swear I will get like 4 rolls of cork and it's like $6 for shipping, and I don't know why. And she ships fast, like really fast. So if you're looking for someone in the US, there's that. I also sometimes get my cork from Emmeline Bags, but they're moving right now, so their site's not up. And Cork. Sherry has a gorgeous selection of cork. I've purchased cork from Fabric Funhouse. They ship fast too. So it depends on where you are. I think Sarah Lawson's in Chicago and Fabric Funhouse is in Texas. So depending on where you are, you might want to, if you're looking for it fast, reach out to find out which one is doing it. I thought there was somebody else in the States. If there's someone else, just make a comment so that way people can know. I love cork, and this doesn't take a lot of it. So like if you got a roll, you can make several of these, and these are what I'm planning on to be like my big ticket items at some of the Christmas expos, because 10 cards, and depending on your phone, you can just like slide it on your phone, but cash could be in there. You have like a cool pocket for your ID, and you have a coin pocket. Like, I'm just saying, this is pretty awesome. So I'm planning on doing the itty bitty bowler bag. I'm working on the Maisie tonight. There's going to be a new pattern from Ora Rosa that I will have a video that accompanies that pattern. I believe it's the weekend of, not this week coming up, but the 20th. I have a surprise for all the tiers on my Patreon on the 15th. There's going to be a really awesome surprise that I'm really excited about. I just have to get my husband to like get it into PDF form so that you guys can have it. I appreciate everyone that's trying to also do like little tips and support on Ko-fi. I'm really getting close to getting my tablet. I'm hoping I can get that on Black Friday, because the phone, oh my, I'm not trying to complain. I do use, most of my videos are on my non-walking foot. Most of, like, I think 90% of my videos are. I only use the walking foot one if I'm going to be doing certain things or I want a certain thread. Because if you know me from Swoon, then you know that my regular Juki hates 70 weight thread with a passion. Like, absolutely with the passion. When I see Monica on her 55, on her 8700 doing it, I'm like, I'm jealous. I've tried lower weight thread in the bobbin, like a 40 weight with a 70 weight. No, it doesn't do it. So if it depends on thread, and that's the huge factor for me of whether or not I'm going to do my walking foot or my 5550, because of the simple fact of thread. I know that sounds so silly, but it's a thing. I use my free arm if I want to use even thicker thread. Like if I want to use 90 weight or 120 weight, my free arm just is like, yeah, I could take that. I do things off of thread colors, and because I'm frugal and I don't have a whole lot of threads. Oh yeah, because if you watch most of my, like 90% of my my Ora Rosa videos are all on my 5550. If you see a really narrow foot, that is my 5550. Most of my videos are on it. I use Text 40 on that, yeah. I usually use, the first thing how you know I'm using my 5550 in, the first thing I'll say is I'm using text weight thread, and it's Saba. Always Saba or Amon from Waywack. Hey! Have fam in the DC. You're not that far from me. Yeah, most of the time I use that. And then, like, I think the last video I did, I showed how I used my 5550 for just lining, and then I brought it over to the industrial. So I try to do a balance of both, because I get people asking me like, why don't you use your 1541? I'm like, I do. I promise you I do. I try to get like a good mixture. I think the itty bitty, hey, I think I'm gonna do the itty bitty bowler on the 5550, the Maisie one that I'm doing. Tonight I'm going to most likely do it on my 1541S because of the color scheme. When you see it, then you're going to be like, oh yeah, I love my 50. And now here's the thing. If you get it, Angela, make sure when you go to your dealer, this is the thing. No one understands this. The 5550N is the same as the TL 2200 series. The same exact one. The only thing is that you see the timing belt and everything on the outside versus the inside. And the 2200 TLQ series, QVP mini series is mobile. So they're the same thing. So how I changed my modification on my machine is Steve from Sewing Gold. He was like, well, let's try something. He sent me feed dogs to change out. You have to be comfortable, but he'll walk you through and do a video call if you're uncomfortable. That's why I absolutely love Steve. And I always tell people, if you can't get a local dealer, go to talk to the Chicago Steve and Sewing Gold. He has videos on everything. We changed out my feed dogs from lightweight, because this is a factory machine they make garments with, to heavyweight. Game changer. Total game changer. You could change it out, because I still make clothing on my 5550N. And when I do that, I have the lightweight. And then when I plan on in December having this, I have two Christmas stockings I want to make. Yeah, it's the Juki 2000. Yeah, just see if you can call Juki and see if they can have different feed dogs. The Juki dealership, the main Juki customer service, which they're awesome dudes over there, is in Florida. If you talk to them and talk to them about feed dogs, might be a total game changer for you. You might be able to buy heavyweight feed dogs, and it will change your life. I love the 2200. I have one. I use that mostly when I'm trying to do quilting or whatever. And honestly, if you see my room tour, there's nowhere for me to put a domestic. So all my domestic machines are upstairs. So upstairs is my the living quarters is like the living room, the guest bathroom, the kitchen, the dining room, the whole 9 yards. That's where my Rocketeer is, and that's where my brother's is. Not my brother's, my Bernina 1008. That is my machine. Everyone asks me, if you ask me, my favorite machine is my Bernina. The stitches on that, chef kiss. Yeah, I'm ask for heavyweight feed dogs on your 200. Call the Juki dealership, tell them what you're making, and tell them that you heard from the grapevine about changing your feed dogs from lightweight to heavyweight, and they'll be able to help you. It was a total game changer. It's a very same machine, so I generally make on that. My 1541S, I would recommend to anyone because it is a walking foot. It's just the room. I understand why people don't want an industrial, because it's so easy to go from a domestic, put it away, out of sight, out of mind, clean house, and you don't have to have like a dedicated space for it. I heard really good things about the Cellrite, and they're in like a mortar case, and you can move them around. Like, I know the Fabricator's on a table, but I believe that there's a couple of Cellrite machines that are like similar to a domestic. And you got to realize Cellrite makes boating stuff. So they're sewing upholstery vinyl. They're sewing ripstock, cell stuff. So if you have a Cellrite near you, then I highly suggest you to check them out to see how it works, because I hear really good things about Cellrite as well. I don't have one. If I get another machine, I think my husband will lose his ever-loving mind. Do you like it, Jade? Yes. Oh my God, the rearranging it's real. I can't do anything very much in my room. I'm trying to figure out a better flow. I'm trying to figure out a better flow. So this will be moved out of the way, so that way I can have a more like clean background, so it's not so chaotic when you see it. But yeah, the one of the reasons why I never sew on my free arm is because there's so many shelves behind me that you will not be able to pay attention. There's like wands, sabers, Ewoks, and it's hard because, as you can tell, my nerdiness is not up front. Like you see, I call her BB-8 Nova. Up there, you see the Harry Potter teddy bear. Like, it's real. Like, I'm a complete and utter nerd. It's real. Um, yeah, I'm really excited. So okay, we have Itty Bitty Belly Bowler. We're gonna have the Maisie coming out. I'm going to show you how to make this wallet, the tall wallet, because if any of you guys have craft fairs, I really believe this is going to be a good selling item, because if you make it in cork or vinyl and you do a really nice edge coat, you're going to beat out everybody else. I know, I hear really good things about the Jack A2. I talked to somebody else that was in Australia, and they were telling me about it. Somebody had on an Instagram thing, like it's the 5550N, but it is like all mechanical, like it cuts threads. I'm gonna tell you, that's the one thing I hate about industrial machines is like I miss my thread cutter or like programming to backstitch. And then like my I have my stitch regulator on the 1541, so it always stops in the needle down. But I continuously mess up the 5550N, and then I just don't wind up like fixing it, and that's why you always see me like turning the needle down. But it's like I'm cool with it. But yeah, so I'm trying to, so itty bitty wallet, Maisie. Um, I'm trying to get. I found this really cool pattern with like a table runner. I see. Okay, there are people I've seen that has jacks in the U.S., but you're gonna have to do some research on that. I would look and like, I would like put it in either in, creative bag making or so whatever. Just put the name of it to see if there's been any posts, and then you can go from there. It's going to be a little bit of research, but I have heard people say really good things about it, and they're really pretty. They're like blue and stuff, and I want to paint mine. I just don't have the patience, and I sew every day. So like they're supposed to cure for like a day or two. I don't know if I have the patience for that. Two, I live in Maryland. It rains all the time. It shocks me when it doesn't rain, okay? Like, so I'm like, I wanted my machines to be teal because, as you can see, that's blue is my favorite color. And I know my husband would do it for me. I just don't know if I have the patience for waiting not to use my machine. I know I have a really cute quilt. I have this really pretty Harry Potter quilt that I wanted to hang in the background. I love quilting. I absolutely quilting. So that leads me back to the table runner. I want to do a table runner sometime this month for, because I know for Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, or whatever, you look for things like that, and I wanted to do one and have it like really have some fun with free arm quilting and free arm motion and whatever. So I'm trying to get a couple different things. I do have in the month of December a stocking that I'm trying to ask certain people for and whatnot. Um, let's see. Oh my goodness. Teresa, that makes me jealous. Oh, okay, so I was on Monica's Baby Lock, and she's like, yeah, this machine costs more than any of my machines. That thing backstitch, it cut threads. I was like, if I this domestic machine is making me want another domestic, and I could hear kind of like no, and because no, all my domestic machines are super old, like the Rocketeer, or like the Bernina that I have. They stopped making it in 1990. I just that, but the stitches on that are my favorite stitches ever, and I use it whenever there's a zigzag. Thread cutters, yes. Give me the thread cutters. Give me the automatic backstitch. The only thing about the automatic backstitch that threw me off, and I had Monica laughing, is because you know how we start on any industrial or straight stitch machine, we have the fabric right at the very edge, and you start stitching, then you backstitch. I kept putting it at the edge, and so it would backstitch off, and it was driving me batty. I was like, "What am I doing wrong?" And I didn't have a Teflon foot, and she had this beautiful like lace fabric, and I was like, that was vinyl, and I was like, yeah, Teflon foot's real. And there was no tape around, so I was like, Let's just do this. So I was kind of like hovering. Yeah. Juki, you're paying for the name. That like you're literally paying for the name. Just like the 8700 and the 5550 are exactly the same. But one is made in Japan and one is made in China. They have all the same components. They all can have interchangeable things. It's kind of like Honda and Hyundai. They're exactly the same. You're paying for the name. That's it. That's all you're doing. You're paying for a name. And so that I always tell people, A, shop around, talk to other people that have it. And you have like places like Lauren's so whatever. You have creative bag making, you have bags and productions. There's so many different bag groups that you can ask questions and you can or research previous asked questions in that toolbar and you can find something that works the best for you. And always have a sandwich of what you usually make. Like I would when I even when I sew to this day, if you ever look at me sewing off something in the beginning of the video, it's like a sandwich of whatever I'm making to see how the stitches are regulated so I can do the tension. Because I sometimes think people want to change to industrial because of the tension they see on their machine. And it's it's really crazy. It's super crazy, but it's a thing. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot. I'm trying to do a couple different bags before the end before for November because the week of Thanksgiving, I am dedicating it solely to the family and decorating the house because I have yet to put any fall decorations up. Um, and getting prepared for December and the holidays. Just, I love the holidays and I love baking. So I might do random lives of me baking. Like my kids are requesting my monkey bread, my cinnamon rolls, all that stuff. So if you're interested in baking stuff, I'll throw something out there because that's another thing. I love cooking. I'm going to be making a turducken this year. I love and hate making that because there's a lot of work that goes into the prep work is real. I hate deboning anything. That's my problem. But I'm glad. See, there you go. There you go. There's one in Atlanta. I'm telling you, talking to one another, one person will see something, and that's a wonderful thing about our community. We're all like here for each other. So, we have a couple bags on the way, and I am gonna have some tutorials out to you, and I have a few more so that way it's consistent. I'm really excited about it. Yes to the baking, right? I love baking. I love baking. I have this like stout chocolate. I don't like, hey, don't hate me. I don't like chocolate per se. Now, if it was like chocolate covered strawberries or raisins, oh, I will have that. But I'm not a big fan of like fudge and chocolate cake. But I make this really good stout chocolate cake that every time I make it, people lose their absolutely loving mind. And it makes me happy like all day long. Like that is like my number one most requested item. But yes, so I make everything from scratch. I'm going to be making the rolls, the pie crust from scratch. I'm a baking fiend. That's why I won't be sewing because I'm going to be baking starting from that Monday on out. Oh, creme brulee, yeah. You could definitely take my job. Like my kids laugh because you know how like when your kids go trick or treating, you're like, I'm gonna check your trick or treat basket, and that really means that mom and dad are gonna go in and look for everything they like and be like, we don't know, we don't trust that. My kids now have totally caught on to that, and they're like, well, I got mostly chocolate, so mom won't eat it. I'm like, damn. I'm a Skittles Sour Patch kind of girl, and Red Vines. I don't know. Weird. And gummy bears. Oh my god, I love gummy bears. And pineapple and peach gummy bears are like, I will fight for those in the house. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, so yeah, that's it. I just wanted to go live and show you everything and just like catch up with you. And hi, I'm here. Yeah, Skittles, right? And the one in the blue pack, it's like the tropical. Woo! gummy gummy bears are amazing. They're amazing. And I love peppermints and all that stuff like that. So I will be baking on not this week but the next week. So this week I'm gonna be banging out a whole bunch of videos and having hopefully a good variety for you. And if you guys are doing craft shows, I highly, highly implore you to get the tall wallet from Sonar because it's not a lot of steps. There's no interfacing, and I think this will be a really good gift and or selling for a craft fair. Like I honestly feel like you can give this to anyone. It's super cute and you can make it for any age. So I will be doing that, and I got one of the last packs from Mojo. So's like a 4-pack of metallic, so I'm gonna bring that up there too. Show that watermelon salad pouch kits. I just discovered that like 2 months ago. It was so I think and it was I think it was when no, not 2 months ago, when Game of Power from Games of not Games of Thrones, but Lords of the Ring, my husband gave it to me. I think I inhaled it in the first episode. Like it was amazing. So that's all. You guys can reach out to me anytime. If there's something in here that I didn't put in the description box, just message me or I'll make a comment and I will do it. I will put information to so yours where they have the rose gold clips and where you can get if you want hardware because we're going to do the itty bitty. I've seen it way too many times, not just so that. I'll put information where you can get your tall wallet from. If you're looking for advent calendars, I will put like where I got, I think Stitch and Supply. I don't know if they have more of the regular ones because I know that for the personal ones you had to do it before. I think it was September or October. But I'll put like any place I see it, I'll try to put information because advent calendars are fun and especially sewing ones. So I love all of you guys. You guys are all amazing and thank you for supporting this channel. It really means a lot to me. So until the next time I see you, which will be hopefully really soon, happy sewing. Stay safe. Bye.